It's extremely unwise, one, to get married to begin with, and two, to do it within 3 months. I would say wait. I mean, if you're hell bent on that, I would say wait 2 years. Like, see what she's really made of, see how she behaves over that period of time. Because women can act, you know what I mean? Like, they're very good actors if they find a guy that they really like, that ticks off a lot of the boxes, that's in demand. They will behave differently from who they really are. So you want a little sunlight to sanitize things. You want the representative to leave at some point, which they will. It might take a year or 2 years to see the real person, but it's extremely unwise to go and get married after 3 months. This is a scarcity mindset. It's a strategy of plugged in men, whether it's a plugged in beta or a plugged in alpha. The men that are exceptionally plugged in, again, I've said this before, gets into a romantic endeavor. She touches his pee-pee. She responds to his calls or his texts. Hey, you want to get married? Let's get married. 3 months in, right? And these are the same guys 3 years down the road, after, the honeymoon phase is gone and all the sparkly shit is sort of like, gone away. They'll start Googling, how do I get my wife to bang me? And they might find videos that I make or other people out there, and they start looking for answers. So unwise. So let's deal with, let me see here. So let's deal with having kids, because I still think that you can not ruin your life and have kids. Okay. And I have some good examples to sort of share with you, but a lot of the uninitiated, a lot of the guys that subscribe to beliefs that don't serve them, could be something they've been piped in their ears and their brain from the government, from religion, from whatever it happens to be. One of the greatest disservices I see a lot of traditional conservative content creators out there make is just man up and marry her. God said so you have to do it. Well, I've talked to a lot of guys that subscribe to Christian values and have read all versions of the Bible. And I've also talked to guys that through their studies have learned that there's actually nothing in the Bible that says that you need to be monogamous or that you should just deal with one woman, right? There's a lot of things that are open to interpretation, but people focus on what they want, and people are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to want what they're going to want, and they're going to fall for the people that they're going to fall for. Sometimes it's reciprocal, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's asymmetrical in some way or regard, but it is what it is. But not living with, not marrying, solves a ton of your problems, the vast majority of them. And managing these three idiots, also exceptionally important. Familiarity, proximity, exclusivity. Drill those into your head. You'll get it out of the book in the full details when it's released in November. Managing those is very important. Giving a woman what she needs, not what she wants, also incredibly important. Okay? She's going to ask you to do certain things. But I love you and I want to marry you and I want to progress and sort of thing. And I want to move this along somewhere. I'm getting older and pressure from my family. It's a story as old as time. If you haven't heard that, you're going to start hearing it. If you're a younger guy, you will start hearing it. If you're an older guy, you've heard it by now, maybe multiple times. Validate her. I can understand why you feel that way. That's totally normal. I got it, babe. I can totally see why you're at that. But I also don't see you rallying your girlfriends and going over to Capitol Hill and trying to lobby the policymakers to change family law so it doesn't fuck over fathers, right? It's one way to sort of deal with it, sort of thing. Might be a little hostile, a little terse for some of you to deliver, but it's true. You'll never see a woman rally her girlfriends to go up to Parliament Hill, Capitol Hill, whatever it happens to be, with fucking signs going, reform family law now. We shouldn't fuck over dads. That sucks. It's not fair. They'll go and get a microphone and a camera and talk your fucking ear off all day, but they never do shit with actions to go over to Capitol Hill to protest or do anything to change legislation. They just want your attention. These tradcon female fucking influencers, I've told you they're full of shit. They never do anything to act to change anything that prohibits or prevents men from wanting to sign up for it. You know, I hear a lot of women, a lot of the times, lament about, I dated this guy for 8 years and I gave him my pretty, I gave him the best that I had, and then he refused to marry me. Well, here's what I've learned. It's usually some kind of a combination of, you're a piece of shit and he just kept you at arm's length. He realized that the laws were way too hostile for him to make a commitment and wanted to keep you at arm's length, and you didn't like it, so you threw a fucking hissy fit and spazzed out and told all your friends what a bad guy he is and he has commitment issues or some shit. And you thought that you could replace him with somebody better that never came along. So now you blame him for not giving you what you wanted. Again, you know, I wish giving women what they wanted worked. I wish buying them chocolates, taking them out, paying for everything, flying them around the world on elaborate vacations worked. I wish that it got you genuine burning desire into perpetuity with good behavior and respect and enthusiastic gymnastics in the bedroom sort of thing into perpetuity, but it doesn't work. That's just how things are. And I'm just a messenger. I study shit. I talk to a lot of people. I read a lot of books and studies, and I summarize a lot of the things that I learned, you know. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.